Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, everyone. Sorry I've been MIA. I've been trying to get some spring cleaning done. And yeah, I'm exhausted, so I'm taking the next few days off for sure. But I got my kitchen all done, everything. Now I just have to organize the inside of the cabinets, but I can do that a little at a time. So, this is a 24 by 36. And I'm going to try to do kind of like the scene that I want to do on my bedroom wall. My liquid white is getting clumpy, so I'm going to have to order some new one. So I did put it up in the top, and I spread it out as best I could. And then I just put a little bit of clear oil, the liquid clear, on the bottom so that my colors will blend. So this is going to be a seascape. I'm going to have some palm trees like kind of coming over this way and this way, because my bedroom goes like this, and then my ceiling kind of goes like this. So this is smaller than the roof, the ceiling part. So I brought the white down to about here so that I'm going to have a little bit more sky than water. But it could change because it is, I'm just trying to get a feel of how it's going to look. And because this is flat, I'm not really going to know. So I'm trying to like proportion it equal to what my wall is going to be. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of the phthalo blue on my brush. I mean, I literally like got little bits. And because I don't want my sky to be like just a perfect light blue, so I'm just going to just kind of to get some blue in, and then we will kind of blend it all out and see how it looks. All right, so let's just start. And I figured by doing it this way, I'll get some lights and some darks. And I did put the border around this. So I figured that way there, if somebody buys it, it's already going to look kind of like a border. And because this canvas has cross members in the back, I'm trying to like not get those to pick up. And then, if I need to add more dark, I can definitely do that. So one of the reasons that I added the border on this is because I'm going to have to find a place to let this dry. And when the, you know, when your sides are wet, it makes it a little bit more difficult to like stand it up somewhere. All right. All right, so that's looking pretty good. The sky. All right, maybe just whatever's left on my brush. All right, so that is looking good. Because I'm not gonna have any like sand in my wallscape, but on this one I do want to have a little bit of you know, a little bit of sand. So I'm just going to go back in with the same brush, and we're just going to pick up more blue. And so I'm going to just slowly blend that up. All right, I'm just trying to pull the sides here, so I'm not getting that, those cross boards. So this is a little bit smaller than the one I was originally gonna do, but it's the one I pulled off my shelf, so that's kind of what we're going with here. All right. And I'm going to take another brush that's clean, and we're just going to fade this top just a little bit. And then we'll just kind of blend this just to get a nice smooth . This just seems a little light for me right in through here. You know, because I'm so up and close to it. All right, I think that's that's gonna look good. All right, so let me wash these two brushes. All right. All right. So now I'm going to pick up some dark sienna. Gosh. Come on. All right. Get a little bit of dark sienna out. And I'm going to get a little bit of white. And like I said, the one in my room will probably not have any sand, but, you know, I still wanted this to be like a cohesive painting, so... All right, so I'm just going to pick up the dark sienna, and we're going to get this into the ground. And those little splatters of blue aren't going to even matter. Those are just going to get brushed in. Definitely want this a little bit darker here. And then we'll, you know, we'll have some water lines or whatever. And I'm just going to go over some of that blue, and that's just going to give it a little bit of a darker hue. All right, and take a hint of white, and we're going to lighten this side here just a little. I'm just slowly adding a little bit of white. So how I'm going to do this is when I do it in my bedroom, the sun is going to be coming from behind so that the palm trees are going to be, you know, lit up a little bit more. All right, so let's get this brush clean. Oh, and these are oil paints too. I'm sure you probably figured that out by now, but in case you didn't. All right. This is just looking like it's light on paint. So I'm gonna take, all right, let me see if I can sit to do this. Oh. I'm gonna just add some more of the blue in here. Just because I feel like it is, like it doesn't have enough paint. Excuse me. Why is it all of a sudden now my nose is gonna run? That is looking a little better. And all right. I think that is looking good. I got a hair right there. All right. Much better, much better. All right, so I'm gonna get a few water lines in with my palette knife. And some of my yucky liquid white. Just got a few little blobs in it I gotta pull out. And take some of the titanium white once I get this hair out of my paint. And I'm going to mix some with my thicker white. So let's just start getting and I'm trying to keep my lines somewhat straight. My son's just getting home from work. And then some of these little thicker ones are going to be like little crashing waves once I brush this out. All right, so let's take this clean brush and all right, so that looks like we've got some good waves. Okay, let's start getting some sort of something here. Let's just mix this up some more so I can thin that down. All right, so all right, let me take this small brush and let's kind of so it's kind of blending in. All right, and I'm not going to rub all of them in. All right, so just so it makes those little, you know, the little foamy bits. Okay, so stand up and look back. All right, now let me take a few. Just so there's like a few that are slowly breaking, you know, it's maybe not a real, you know, choppy ocean, but got something going on in the, just so they're not like complete flat lines. All right, I think that's going to be enough. wipe this. All right, so we've got our sky and our ocean. I think I'm going to try to put a couple of shells in the bottom. And like I said, those won't be in, you know, in my mural, but just to make this painting. Let's see. I'm gonna take some, what do I want to use for my shell color? Let me take some burnt umber and we'll just thin some down with some white. All right. Let's see. All right, maybe I'll take a little bit of blue. Okay. Kind of liked it in the brown, but this one's got brown and I'm just gonna go over them with the brown. I'm not liking the blue. Just get some more. And that way the blue is still gonna show through, but all right, just wipe that. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of white. All right. And I'm going to take a little bit of that darker brown on the corner here and let me take a little brush. Kind of like it's like little mounds of dirt, something here. Just blend that out just ever so lightly. You know, maybe some little mounds of wet. Either wet sand or rocks or whatever. All right, so all right, so we definitely need something over in this corner. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put one more. Take some of the other brown that we used. dark. Just gonna there we go. And that looks a little better. All right. Now, can I do a starfish? Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna take a really light all right. All right, I think that So I might get some, like some pinks or something out. Hang on. Yeah, let's just try putting a little bit of color in there. This is Permanent Rose. Let me see. And I'm going to put a little bit of white in there. Yeah, definitely. Just to kind of, I don't know, give it a little bit more I don't know, something. And it's, you know, because sometimes the shells have different colors in them. All right. All right. Hang on, guys. I gotta blow my nose. All right. Now, I'm gonna take that same brush. I'm just gonna wipe the brown, and I'm gonna pick up some white and that pink. And all right. So we have different shades. Wipe that blue. All right. All right, just so we have a little something something in there. All right, let me wash this brush. All right, so now I need all right, so I want, let's see, I'm gonna have one palm tree coming like right into here. All right, I gotta stand up for this one, guys. I'll try not to get in the way. So I'm gonna just use the dry brush. Just to kind of all right, I'm just gonna go for it. So I'm using the Van Dyke Brown, which is the darker of the browns. And so as I went through my wave down here, and I got a little something here in my, it kind of gave that natural highlight. I like it better this way. All right. So I do want, you know how it has like the grassy stuff at the top? All right. I've got one there. Let's see. I know I want to put another one over here, so let me where's my brown? Right here. I need to put a little bit more. All right, so we're gonna put another one coming. And this one is coming off of the canvas over there. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna All right, so just so we have something here. Okay. I'm gonna clean this, and then I'm gonna pick up one of my angled brushes. And we're gonna go with sap green. Let me just clean up my palette here so I can make room. So we're gonna get some green. And then we're gonna put a little bit of yellow. So it's just sap green and cadmium yellow, if I can squeeze some out. There we go. All right. So we're going to use this brush. I'm going to go in with the green first. And let's bring trying to smooth those and now this is the first time that I've done like palm trees in oil, so let's see. Now I figured first day of spring, why not do something tropical? And that one's probably blowing in the wind. right. Let me do the other side. Now you could probably do this with a fan brush as well. I'm just used to doing it with this brush, so that's why I'm using an angled brush. But I have seen people, you know, use a fan brush too. And we'll put one more prawn. All right. So I'm gonna just pick up some yellow. Right on my same brush. And just give a few little, just a few little bright All right. So that way we still have the two different shades of green, but all right. Let me clean this. So that's going to kind of give me kind of like an idea of, you know, what my room is gonna, my wall is gonna look like. Let's see, we've got to add a little lightness onto the trees. So I just picked up a little yellow and a little bit of white. All right, so now this is also something that I'm not going to add to my wall. So basically it's going to be this, but I'm going to have multiple trees on the side, palm trees and hanging over. But let's see. For this, I want to have a little bit of I don't know, like grassy. All right, so we're going to use wipe the white off, pick up some more. And I'll take some yellow and a little bit of white. Yellow. a little white. And let's see. All right, so I think we are going to call this one done, guys. All right, so let me get the tape off. All right, guys. So, what do you think? I think it's kind of cool. I gotta sign it. All right, so let me get my liner brush here. And I'm going to thin down some of the dark blue. And let's see, we will sign it right here. $26. And there we go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm thinking about putting coconuts in the trees, but I'm gonna leave it. Alrighty, guys, I will see you guys all on the next one. Bye, guys.